We're back. This week, we've got a busy week ahead of us. We're heading down to Essex to visit another waste business to draw some inspiration and try and give us something to aspire to. We've got some beautiful new totally branded packaging turning up. Oh, these have come out nice. I like these. And we get a noise complaint. Right, but Mike, what are we going to do about this complaint that you've got us, that you've caused us? Let's go. Good morning. It is looking a bit dark in here this morning. Self-vlogging this morning, like the old days. We are up early because we are heading to Essex to spend the day with a much larger waste business. A person who's become a little bit of a friend, mentor to me. Who I reached out to quite some time ago when we were first contemplating setting up the waste business. And I think it's a real lesson of reaching out to people 10 steps ahead of you and just asking, have they got, could they spare you a lunch or a coffee? And I think you'd be amazed at the amount of people that are 10, 20 steps ahead of you in an industry and would be more than happy and quite willing to give up an hour of their time and sometimes more. In my case, it's turned into a bit of a sort of non-exec mentorship type role to that business. So going down to Essex today to spend a bit of time, but a strategy, look around some of their sites, what they're up to, just get some ideas, get some energy infused, get some advice. Look at ways we're growing the business, have somebody hold you to account, just comparing on numbers, on transaction value, conversion rates, all that sort of stuff, just to really sort of infuse you, give you fresh ideas of somebody that's been there, done it and got the t-shirt, quite literally with building a business in that space. So really excited to do that. Sam's not with me today, one, because he can't get up this early in the morning, but also because it's not really going to be too relevant for him today. So I'm going to try and capture what I can on the self-vlogger. I'm not very good at it nowadays because I'm a bit out of touch because I've become a bit lazy, but I will grab what I can and try and document the day. Hopefully this footage has worked okay, because normally I get told off that the microphone is not working or something of those description. But yeah, we're going to get on the road and excited, feel infused. I always look forward to days like this, where you sort of get yourself out of environment, spend your time with somebody else who you can very relate to, and it gives you a lot of inspiration, something to aspire to. And after a couple of wobbly days, I haven't been feeling too great, a bit ill, a bit under the weather, a bit of a cold, a few negatives going on in the business, some problems, some challenges that I need to sort of address. And myself and the senior team have been sort of scratching our heads a little bit on how we handle things. Get past some of the barriers that we're coming up against. But you go out on a day like today, I just know I will instantly be infused, and enthusiasm will come pouring back in me on the drive back up, and we'll be ready to hit it hard. So that is what we're doing.
How's your week going, Jack?
Yes, it's going really good. Quite busy at the moment. We're getting quite a few leads come through. Quite a few different sizes, a few different company sizes as well. There's some nice big companies that we're currently working with. Also got a few leads from the events that the guys have been going to as well. So just sort of getting in touch with them, seeing what we can do for them as well. But getting quite close to the target, a little bit way off company target, but we're getting closer.
I mean, last week we had a full week of on time in full, 100% every day, verified. Obviously, I've been down there.
Really?
0.8.
That's great.
0.84% waste.
So what is it? 100% on time full
for the whole week.
And what percent waste?
0.84.
Very good.
192 orders dispatched. 14 early. 125 processed. So,
Oh, that's good. That's brilliant.
yeah, it's good.
What are we putting that down to? The
I don't know, I think it's just having a bit of control.
Yeah.
And just being able to spot things sooner rather than later, sort of going back to the proactive as opposed to reactive.
Yeah.
Sort of. And also what I've been doing is I've been making sure because Jazz is like me, I think everyone was always how I used to be. I think everyone's the same. It's easier to, what I used to say, it's easier to just jump in than it is to get them to fix their own problem.
Yeah.
But now, what I've been trying to do is get them to do stuff themselves. So it almost looks like I'm being lazy and I'm going, no, do it yourself.
Yeah.
But it makes them have a bit more thingy, and then they think, oh fuck, I'm actually responsible for what's going on here. And it makes them a bit more, because they've been helping as well. It's not just down to me looking and going, oh, what's going on? They're coming to me going, by the way, this one might be a bit of an issue. All right, let's get it tested.
So it's a cultural thing that's improving, like people are actually looking ahead. And have you got any money on Indeed?
No.
Just because we had quite a lot coming out on Indeed, so I just wondered if you had any ads running that you had forgot to turn off, or because in the management accounts there was quite a lump going out on Indeed adverts, so I just wondered if you had any left on.
I don't think so, but I'll double check.
I picked up the difference since turning the mugs back on is significant in the turnover. When you look at the months where we'd said, no, we can't do top to bottom and all that, you see the die sub revenue just hit the floor. Yeah. And you look at the management accounts, they jump up by like 20 grand in that department.
Yeah,
just
of course,
because of the fact that we've turned them back
and
on.
also, though, the fact that we've not been sending stuff out to them as well.
Yeah.
It's probably a mixture of the two. Did you see the job I sent you the other day?
Yeah,
it's
really
literally
good,
top to bottom black. Yeah, I mean, like I say, this month's just, it's one of them things where last month was a good sort of representation because it was literally, I think the only time you can really sort of judge over there on its ability, or not ability, but its profitability and stuff, is when we're saying no to stuff, like not one-offs here and there, but like generally saying no stuff. But we're not like now, you just send stuff down. It was only then when we were literally at capacity and we were hitting where we need to be. The concerning thing is, though, we know that's not going to be like that all year round.
No, that's what we've got to work at getting better at, is making sure that it is.
You right, Cody? How's your day going?
Hello, Sam. My day is going not too bad given the circumstances. We've got quite a few people off on sick leave or annual leave today, so we're extremely short-staffed, but the team have worked extremely hard, so we've managed to get an on-time in full, which is always positive. Try and retain that issue sort of within our department as opposed to it sort of spilling out A onto clients but B into other departments, so that's always positive. Me in particular, it's been a busy one today. Obviously we are without a production management team at the moment, so I'm sort of dropping back in to assist with the day-to-day of that, while also trying to keep some other projects ticking. But I had a meeting with our clothing supplier this morning just in regards to spend, rebates and things like that. So that was really positive. Got some further discounts on some sort of key brands that we're purchasing a lot of, which is only going to allow us to sort of transfer that onto the pricing reductions for our customers. So that's always a positive. I've also been working on a project just sort of inputting and reviewing some data, which is going to help us to have sort of a bit of better visibility into our sort of the production department's profitability and that sort of thing. I've also signed off on a brand new expensive bit of kit coming in from Germany. So that should be coming here within the next few weeks. A lot of paperwork to go with it, but hopefully it should absolutely revolutionise our production capacity and things like that. So that's always a positive. And then just working on some other projects, sort of in communication with our developers in regards to some developments made to our systems, which is going to allow us to have better visibility of our daily production KPIs and metrics, which we're going to be able to display to the team. So yeah, busy but positive, and some good stuff coming out of it.
Awesome.
We're just doing a watch through of some like Instagram and Facebook reels and shorts and that sort of stuff that Sam has put together for some adverts that we're trying to put together for the Tassie Waste business, where we're trying to target and make known the service that we offer to construction and tradespeople in Norfolk, doing site waste clearances, so showing how we can have a kind of a load and go style where you don't necessarily need the skip, you don't need the permit on the side of the road to worry about that. We can come in, load all of the site waste up there and then, get it out and get it gone. So yeah, Sam's put together some really cool reels, and what we're about to do is try a bit of voiceover, just to see how that helps. So we're just going to put a little bit of voice content over the top, just talking about what we're doing on the site, how the process works, add a bit of audio to it. So we're just watching those through and seeing what they're doing. We're experimenting. We've never prioritised, I don't think, social media enough for our businesses, and I think that's something we're trying to do more and more of, and trying to make and just test and learn and trial different pieces of content about what works and what isn't. It's very difficult. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it's a priority to get content out. But I think actually the reach nowadays that you can achieve on social, I just think you're just mad if you're not investing a good chunk of hours in a week into getting creative and thinking about what your audience are going to resonate with, what they're actually going to want to watch, what's going to hold their attention. And I don't think we're good enough at it. If you look at some of the best brands out there, like I was looking the other day, someone was saying about Red Bull, you look at theirs and their following, but they don't post anything to do with cans of Red Bull on their socials. So I think we've got to get a bit more clever around what we're posting, particularly on things like LinkedIn and stuff. I think that's becoming a little bit of a different kind of vibe that people want to see on there. So that's something that's in my head at the minute, a little bit about what we're doing with our social strategy and giving that some thought. But yeah, so we're just going to do these voice overlays, finish these watch throughs, see how these reels perform on social media, see if it generates any demand. That's what we're doing.
Do you actually have a script?
No, I'm going to wing the first one and then, yeah. That needed a lot of builder's rubble removed swiftly. I don't know what else to say. Well, we can use that first bit, can't we? We shovelled the smaller pieces into buckets. Don't like that. I feel like I'm reading a fucking story. Don't like this. Straight down from the scaffold chute and into the van. Don't like that. The site had difficulty with access and transporting it to the facility. That'll do. Having a good morning this morning. I feel still a bit rough under the weather. I can really feel it with my energy, just not being able to get up out of bed in the morning. But yeah, I think we haven't had a break since April. It's just been a bit relentless. Not something I try and make a habit of, but just been a bit full on. So I'm going to try and get away in December, I think, when things calm down a little bit. But yeah, lots happening. Just had a positive call with Rob on the pay-per-click and paid media front, just assessing for both the waste company and also Totally Branded, just how we're performing, what levers we can pull, where we need a little bit less demand, where we need some more demand, based on our operational constraints, where we're staffed, where we're understaffed. Obviously the waste being a start-up. I think one thing I forgot is actually how difficult it is to get a start-up off the ground. I think I forget, and I definitely do take for granted now, and speaking to some other people 10 steps ahead of me, even this week, they've had built, established-ish businesses where you're maybe not needing to cold call, you're not needing to be scrappy, and you can't. I wouldn't say rest on your laurels, because I don't think I'm ever that person. But you do take for granted sometimes, like with the waste, where we're starting that from the ground up, and at the moment we don't have a luxury of a team, huge budgets. So when we're sort of trying to get customers, we're setting these targets for we need to generate, say, 300 leads a month. That is, is actually quite tough. And, you realise how hard work it is, and you can see why nowadays so many people go down the route of acquisitions, because of how expensive, time consuming it is to cold call, to be able to sort of go to events, to spend tens of thousands of pounds testing and measuring different media spend and different platforms to find out what works for that demographic. And that's years of learning and years of investment that if you don't have other pots of cash coming in, you can't afford to do to test and measure. And when you acquire a business, they've already done all of that, and you are overnight bolting things on top of your existing sort of business and infrastructure, and you're effectively buying custom, but leapfrogging yourself forward of something that would take probably 5 years to build organically. So yeah, just thoughts on my mind, brain dumping this morning with you. But we're moving forward with the waste. Like I say, we've brought on some fantastic customers recently, and we just need another 10, 20 of those, and we're in a completely different picture for that. And then that sort of allows you to really scale things up and put some more media spend behind stuff to spread the word a bit more. So, but yeah, no, Rob's doing an absolutely wicked job, and one of the things he's going to work on now is looking a little bit more, I'm obsessed at the moment with the word retention. So he's going to do some real deep diving for me and run some sort of special spreadsheets around analysing all of our historic data and truly understanding on a monthly basis what percentage of our customers are coming back to us, and when of the amount that do come back, how many times on average are they spending a year, and just giving us a little bit more context on some of our data, so we can make more strategic decisions as we start to plan and sit down for 2025's sort of strategic plan and how we're going to deliver the next stage of growth for the team and our customers. So yeah, no, feeling good, a bit under the weather, but I'm pushing on through. And today is just really about, catching up with different teams, very much like a tech day, looking at our systems, processes, some of the data, some of the analytics, and just scoping out some new documents. I think that's the thing this year. It feels like we've not done loads of huge capex. I mean, we've done obviously the mezzanine, we've done this extension, we've done a lot of new equipment we've brought in this year, and we've done a couple of property projects. Obviously started the waste up and that sort of stuff, but where we've put the most, excessively, we've invested in these tech development software, and really improving our automation across the business to enable us to sort of get to a point this year where next year, hopefully CapEx won't be as big and bold as it's had to be, but we can really break through to the next level. But without this year of heavy investment, we wouldn't be able to do what we're hoping to achieve next year. So just scoping that out for the last quarter of some stuff that we need different devs to do, different freelancers, to really get us in a strong place, ready for January to go hard, as they say. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
How's it going, Mike?
Yeah, it's all good, mate.
What's happening? All right, Ben?
Busy.
Yeah, mate. It's bloody tidy, isn't it? I don't think I've ever seen it so tidy.
Yeah, it's looking all right. We're waiting for some deliveries.
Yeah.
This
is better, isn't it? How you've opened this up.
Yeah. Those two racks
It was
made
all
a
just
difference,
stacked
haven't
here
they?
before, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were running out of room, really.
Yeah.
But aren't we?
It just feels nice anyway.
Just
so
a bit more of a
much
flow
tidier
to
and
it.
so much more organised.
100%.
It's actually quite refreshing to walk in here.
Yeah.
And it's actually organised.
Well, and Friday
and
we like to
neat.
get it nice and tidy,
Yeah.
ready for the next week to go.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? How did we do those little boxes? I didn't get to see them in
Yeah,
person.
they're really good.
Are we using them?
Yeah.
No,
We've
we're
got
not.
any? Yeah, look, some here.
Using these white ones. Oh, cool.
Some there that
Well, they're good. All right,
you
Nate.
can use these for delivery, but the only trouble
these
is
have come out nice. I like these.
they're a bit small for most of the bigger stuff we do. That one could.
They're bigger than these ones. All right, Holly.
Oh, yeah. Mikey, I need 104 paper bag.
Give me a second. I will be on it.
These are good. You like them?
I do. You can definitely tell the quality as well.
Can you really?
Yeah, these are a lot better.
As well.
Yeah, you can.
It's a lot more thicker, a lot more sturdier.
They're nice though, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
And
I
the
like
colour,
the print.
colour isn't far off at all,
No.
is it? That's why I sent you a picture.
They're smart. I like
Yeah.
them. So why
And
aren't we
versus the
using
old,
them?
it's
So
the-
why aren't we using them instead of these then?
Because that's a smaller box.
So what goes in here?
In that box, there is one box of pens.
Ah, so it's too much. It rattles around in that.
Just make it more,
Yeah.
more tight.
So we need to get up this in this.
Yeah.
Do you use these this often? That often?
Fair bit, don't we? For the little
It's like a
stuff.
50 pen order.
Yeah.
Single mug sometimes.
Or a baby.
Order.
So that would mean we need to get them all branded. We've got 36s, we've got 45s, we've got whatever we're calling this. You need this model and this model.
Yeah, but you see, those are the ones that we use most because they come in goodie packs, orange packs.
Okay, so this is a good one to get done.
Yeah, that is like
But we could do with going up. What's the next priority, would you say, out of these two?
bigger one.
Bigger one, yeah.
So, 'cause
Yeah.
if it's like,
They just look so good.
We would have had on time full this week, I think, wouldn't we, Nath, if it weren't for the sickness?
It's a sickness.
We'd
that
had
kills
8
you, innit?
days of on time in full up until Wednesday, weren't we? Eight or 9?
yeah, I think there was 8.
We had 5 last week, 3 this week, so that's 8. Yeah, so 8 days, and
So
we
it's
only
just
lost
'cause-
it
just 'cause
because of
people have been
sickness.
sick.
Yeah, we would have hit it again this week.
4 away from our usual squad today.
Yeah,
4 people off today.
yeah, we got 3 off sick and 1 on holiday.
4 people unwell.
It does have. It just shows the knock-on effect, though, doesn't it? Because
We need to have company booster jabs.
Yeah. Testing station.
I think someone said that in the comments once, didn't they, Sam? We need company booster jabs.
take some of Nate's blood or something.
Yeah. Whoever is look through the HR report. Whoever is off sick the
Yeah.
least, see if they can donate some blood.
Terminator. No, but other than that,
Yes.
all good. And then we've got plenty of space at the minute, so we're getting. Doesn't mean you can go ordering and go nuts. Don't
New
do that.
product lines.
Otherwise, you're
mental.
extending the mess.
No, it's looking good.
No, yeah.
It's looking slick.
Just these cages, though. To be fair, I don't know what you want to do with these. This was all out what we had to get out for the machine, and that's all the lanyard stuff. So other than that one, there's mugs that are going out. 1, 2, 3, 4,
right.
which is all just lanyard stuff. So it's kind of just.
What, 4 cages full of that?
Yeah, and we can't get it in the eBay room full. Can't get it back in the container either. And it's just stuff like that.
Yeah.
The clips, loads and loads.
That's
of
not
the
4
clips.
cages just a clips though, is it?
No, it's like bags of these.
Oh,
I think it is just a lot of majority is just clips and this, and some of it's lanyard reels, like the cable.
they're going everywhere.
You can't take them anywhere, can you?
Oh, make it a mess.
We make it all tidy and look what happens.
Oh, what am I going to do? Where can I
dunno.
put them?
Just can't get the staff, can you?
Right.
Just
If
can't get
anyone
the staff.
asks, wasn't me.
What did you give him, Mike?
That is impressive. Did you put them up there?
Yeah.
I like that.
Got to live by a quote, haven't you?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Motivationable. Motivationable.
I haven't even
can't
got
say.
any nice quotes like that in my office. That's... Nath, do you like these quotes up here? Do you like these quotes?
Yeah, very, very nice. Get to go and motivate.
That's it. Right, but Mike, what are we going to do about this complaint that you've got us, that you've caused us?
Yeah, Cody said. I got rid of it. 'cause
What have
I
you
can't,
done?
I can't stop people using it when I'm not here either. So.
What? So we've had
Downsized.
a local complaint come through from the council to say that we're making too much noise. So I said to Cody, I rang Cody, I said, Cody, I've had this letter come through to say we've had a noise complaint from the local residents, even though we're nowhere near any local residents, because we're in an industrial area. And I said, why have we got a noise complaint? None of the machines are that noisy. And then he informs me that it must be Warehouse Man of the Year, who's
Motivational
installed his
speaker.
subwoofer and must have been having an absolute rave in here. So there's no music. It's a bit depressive about the music though, isn't
It
it?
wasn't.
It's workplace morale.
That's all it was for, wasn't it? But it weren't that loud.
So what, we're not having it at all now?
Well, we just downsized to Nate's smaller one, haven't we, Nate?
We've downsized to Alexa.
Yeah. We
Oh,
thought.
that's a shame.
Yeah.
So we've had to
Bit of
bring
a
in the
weird one.
motivational quotes.
I got to admit, I thought he was pulling my leg when he said about it. I thought he was like ringing me and winding me up. I was like,
Kelly
really?
brought it into me. She said, I don't know if you want to read this.
Got two marks on it.
But yeah.
One of those, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we
Bit
live and we
annoying.
learn. But yeah, so it's all thanks to Mikey. We've had a noise complaint. So whoever you are, if you're watching, Mikey's learnt his lesson. And he will no longer be having a warehouse rave whilst he's working. Now he works in silence.
Yeah, it's all doom and gloom now.
Yeah, well, at least we've got our motivational quotes. Excellence is not being the best, it is doing your best.
100%.
There we go. Very
That's
organised.
the favourite quote, that one.
I love it. Very nice. We are wrapping up another week. It's been a good week, to be fair. I'm starting to feel like I can work even more on the tomorrow, thanks to Kelly joining us, who I don't think you've met on the vlog yet, so maybe we'll get her on next week. But yeah, so Kelly's come on board as my new assistant, and she's done an absolutely sterling job already of helping relieve a lot of stuff off of my plate so I can really get out there and work on building for a better tomorrow. So I'm feeling very good. She took a lot of stuff off me, took my inbox off of me, took incoming calls off of me, just took all of that stuff to just defend my time better. She's working on all those niggly little things, liaising with estate agents, liaising with insurers, finance, the bank, that sort of stuff. She'll just take that away. She's plumbing in meetings into my diary, booking things in. We're having that morning daily review, and it's making such a difference to just my mental energy as well. I was thinking about it on the drive in this morning, how much calmer I feel and how much mental energy has been given back to me even in the last week alone, where I'm already starting to think further ahead than I was even a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I'll keep you updated with the journey of that. But I've just popped in to check out some new self-promo goodies on the Totally Branded side of things that Mitch has come up with. I hadn't seen what they was going to look like, but they look bloody brilliant. We got we're trying to go for like giving away. So this is obviously Totally Branded. For anyone who doesn't know, Totally Branded is our main company that we started, and it is producing branded promotional products with company logos. So we're mostly serving within the UK and Europe, and we are working with everybody from Joe Bloggs the plumber to do his polo shirts embroidered with his logo, all the way through to large organisations, Screwfix, Lloyds Bank, you know, Amazon, Next, Selfridges, you name it. We've usually done the O2 Arena, those kind of things. So what we're trying to do is we like to do goodie boxes and promotional packs to sort of practice what we preach, you know, using tangible promotional giveaways to advertise and promote people's brands. So Mitch has just gone and done a bit of a refresh for some new fresh branded goodies that we're including in our goodie boxes to our prospective customers. And these are some beauties. These 5 metre tape measures, they're really good quality. Nice, classy look, domed with our logo on it. They come in a nice little gift box. So they've come out nice. These I like. Lunch boxes, glass lunch box, bamboo, bit of, you know, the whole eco-friendly thing on there. Got a nice little strap to make sure that your lasagna for lunch doesn't go everywhere. And they just look smart. Nice glass, slick, come in a nice box. I just think when you're giving stuff away, sometimes less is more, and you go for something really sort of retail quality, high-end, tangible, that people have quite high perceived value. You know, I would hold on to a nice tape measure. I always need one at home when you're planning what new wardrobe you're going to have and that sort of stuff. Lunchbox, they're always handy, especially a nice classy one that's the lid doesn't come off every 2 seconds. So I think that makes a big difference. And yeah, what I would say to you lovely lot is that if you would like a free of charge little goodie box from Totally Branded with some lip balms, ice scrapers, lunch boxes and some goodies in it, then pop a message in the comments. We will try and get in touch with you. Let us know some way of getting in touch with you, and we will get your address and your info, and we will send you a Totally Branded box of goodies so you can enjoy some goodies on us. Because we've got all this stuff, a whole room filled with it, and we want to get our brand out there, and we want to give it to people that can use it and love it and talk about the brand. So practicing what we're preaching. But yeah, been a good week, feeling pretty energised, still feel a little bit rough, bit of pain in the throat, cold's on its way out. but slowly getting there, and I feel like we are one step at a time building that vision we're trying to build for our team, our customers, and that is what we're doing. Till next week, goodbye.